Welcome. In this video I want to share some tips for screen recording on a Mac. The first thing I want to do is change the resolution. So I'll click on System Preferences and I'll click on Displays, and you'll see it's set for default for display. I'm going to click on Scaled here and you'll see a couple options, and I want to choose 720p. But if you don't see 720p, you can hold down Option and click Scaled again and you'll see more resolutions here. On some computers you may not ever get 720p. You can go to this Switch Res X is a utility you can install, which allows you to access more resolutions. Alternatively, you could plug your, like say a MacBook into a monitor and then record off the external monitor, because you should be able to set that to 720p. So this recording is actually going to end when I click 720p, and then I'll start a new recording with the newer resolution. Okay, so the resolution has been changed, and the reason you want to go with like 720p is it makes everything bigger and it's easier to view on different devices, like if someone's watching on a tablet or a phone. You can break these rules too. If 720p doesn't work for what you're doing, then yeah, don't use it. But if you're doing just general screencasting, then I like to up the resolution to make it view better. So while we're in System Preferences, another thing we can do is go to Desktop and Screensaver. And I like to change away from this graphic. It kind of distracts. So I like to just use a solid color there. And on the same topic, I have a bunch of files on my desktop. So, you probably want to go into, say, your documents and then create a folder called like, desktop items. And then you could drag your files into there while you're recording, and then you can move them back later. So I like to hide the dock. If you have the dock showing, you can right click on one of these little lines and say turn hiding on. And then if you click up in the right hand corner where it says notifications here, if you scroll down with your mouse, you'll see this do not disturb, and you can turn that on so you don't have interruptions with like emails and text coming in. So I'll close that. And then if you open up Safari, you might have like this favorites bar here, and you may have private information in here, like the name of your bank or different things. This is just the default, and I added this Cyberbank in here. But if you go up to View, you can say Hide Favorites Bars, or if you have any like, these favorite bars, history, things like that, you want to close all those. And then even when you open it up, this page can have your, favorite links on it. If you go to Safari and then Preferences, you can change this where it says new window opens with, and you can say empty page, and new tabs open with empty page. So if we close that, close this window, if we open up Safari now, we'll see we have an empty page. And then if you're recording like a website, and this is only pertinent if you're recording a website, but you may want to just make it full screen. Close that out. So those are some tips I had for screen recording on a Mac, and the main idea is to just kind of reduce clutter so you can focus on the content you're trying to screen record. But if you have any tips of your own, please leave them down in the comments, and if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. And if you like this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate it if you do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.